Scratch's wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
What is a boondoggle?
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Oh.
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
Oof.
The whole thing is a nightmare.
Might! Keyword might be
Let my
fine.
family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
Whoa.
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here.
Oh, yeah!
The files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks. Go team.
Woo! FBC! FBC! Dude, I can't wait for the FBC community outreach program. Fuck yeah. That's my favorite part of the FBC. The one in which we go out and we kill anybody who may have seen a altered world reality. Okay, so that's a key. Communion and testimonies, author and Bastion, UFO myth and reality, memory loss, revolution of the brain. There's need to keep arrested folks. Deerfest safety preparations. I missed a sync on Deerfest safety prep last time. Many updates. What's the latest on crowd control? Whoever put bayonets into the suggestion box is clearly kidding, right? Right? Front desk, computer and admin email are not to be used for personal quarrels. Doesn't remember I already paid him back by buying him lunch months ago, so don't listen to him and definitely do not touch my pay or I swear to God I'll sue. Mulligan owes me $20 and refuses to pay it back and suggests we dock his pay for that amount plus interest and add it directly into my paycheck. Yo, microwave whole fish. I shouldn't have to say this. Alrighty. The Lake House. Research facility W803 at Cauldron Lake has been compromised, cause unknown. Incident was visually confirmed by Agent Estevez when she visited the facility to make contact with Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont, heads of operation at the Lake House. The facility itself is reported to be in a damaged state with no living staff found during a brief search. A longer search was not possible due to an active AWE in the area requiring all available resources. Investigation and containment are not possible with current personnel. Emergency dispatcher response and rescue staff is requested. Investigation department has no knowledge of Lake House recent research or projects due to worsening communication cooperation since HQ went dark. As a result, the report cannot determine the incident's cause without further investigation. Alan Wake and cult connections. In 2010, writer and suspected para-utilitarian Alan Wake was reported to have disappeared into Cauldron Lake, a known threshold site. 2 years later, a small group responsible for multiple killings was arrested in New York City by federal investigators. The murders were recreations of deaths found in the writings of Alan Wake. Interrogations with the murderers revealed they saw Wake as a sort of prophet, describing themselves as the cult, as his cult, and considers novels to be sacred texts. As Wake was missing at the time, it's unlikely he had any personal involvement with this cult. At least there's no evidence supporting the idea. Soon after the cult was detained, an organization known as Quilts of Tree began operating around Cauldron Lake. Same area Wake disappeared. This is now the second organization branding themselves as a cult with direct physical connection to Alan Wake. Operating in the location he was last seen, I propose that this is not a coincidence and would like permission to search for a link between Wake and the Cult of the Tree. Interesting. Okay,
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery, and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough.
oof. My life in Watery.
I never did any of these things.
I left David in a
It's like
job for a
some
trailer.
bad soap opera version of my life.
This is not me, this is not my life.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake, manipulating me. What does he want from me? No, I'm in control here. It's my mind place.
He's powerful.
Too
Ooh.
powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel
Oh,
sick.
that was cool.
Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Alrighty.
The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
I need to undrown my daughter. Okay, so...
This is the kind of case my ex hated.
1239012.
That's funny. The cases that might kill me were my ex's favorite.
So is there any hint as to... I guess we'll figure it out later, but... examine the files in the locked cell. Do we... Is Ilmo... Ilmo's not dead. Where is he, though?
The cult didn't trust Wake. Or is it Scratch?
Okay, Kieran Estevez, lead agent. Mr. Wake, you've been taken to FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date, but for now I need to ask, is there anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel? Anything we may need to know? There's a force here you don't understand, a presence. It's after me and wants to consume me, consume everything. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? It feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing, but it can be any form of art, any artistic expression, music, painting, film, photography. It can feed on any of it, all of it. You have to believe me. We are well aware of this entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation here for a long time. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Mr. Wake, you're in custody pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We are not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. You're not fucking listening to me. We're listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? Fuck you. Let me explain. Let me the fuck out of here. It's coming for me. We're all in danger. Interview was terminated due to the subject being uncooperative.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
Oh. Extensive interviews with witnesses at AWE 35. Additional details regarding the Shadow A10 have been discovered. Redacted and redacted, both present during the AWE report, seen a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger is a former actress and Bright Falls resident who immigrated with filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland, was reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during a redacted AWE in 1970. Research staff has concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely the case of the shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are the shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. The shadow can manifest as any individual contained within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing. See file blank for report. Nice.
The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
At approximately 1900 hours on 13 September 2023, readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake, a known threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin dimension of A40. The shadow passed acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC research facility WA03, codenamed the Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent K. Estevez will mobilize investigation unit beta from the remote operations site at Redacted. All available shadow-specific equipment has been approved for use in the field. To confirm an active event, if an AWE is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nation's severity, limit exposure, and attempt to contain or neutralize the source. If no event is active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status on the lake house and staff. Relevant operatives in the area include the Cults of the Tree, Redacted, and Alan Wake, currently missing.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
They got superpowers. Based on the report, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality, the changes being based on blank when it is used by a capable para-utilitarian. Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake thresholds responsible for reoccurring AWEs in the area is difficult because the reported use of the item has occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa if there's no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a blank have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely a physical manifestation of a blank, by inserting the light switch into his chest and flicking the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion, the light switch is a possible object of power, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on secondhand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
Alright, Scratch pretended to be Wake used us. For how long? The whole time? Can anything be Wake said be trusted? Holy Jesus shit, it's my favorite streamer, man, and best friend Fluff. The big boy, Gruff. I've missed you. Alan Wake, I'm starting to like this game, not gonna lie. I love to catch the streams and being able to just enjoy the story. I also like when Alan wakes to these nuts like you do every morning. God damn it. Welcome in, Doka. Welcome in. I'm doing good. How about yourself? We booling. We live in life right now. Recording file. Wake has used a clicker to change reality before. Wake's in the dark place. is in the dark place. Door!
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually Scratch. How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
I mean, tiny goblin girl GF. Well, not GF. We waiting to hang out in person. She's like 5'3", so she's basically goblin girl height. That is. I mean, you've acquired the often dreamt about goblin girl GF or possible GF. Goblin girl GF in waiting. Congratulations, Doka. Everybody, let's get ourselves a good old. Congratulations. That couldn't have happened to a better dude, right? Welcome in, for real though. That's fucking awesome, dude. I hope it works out.
Any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art makes them permanent.
Feeds on artists and what they do. Bro, it's because you're the Riz master. You got that Ohio Riz. You got that straight Ohio Riz, brother. Your boy bagged a baddie. Oh, hey, here he is.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Jaakko was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were. Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect water in Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into
Wow.
Taken. You kill the ones who already have.
Oh, interesting. I did not expect that.
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just named it half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night.
Smart.
Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
Is he wearing an Arma hat?
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing, not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
Okay. All right. Well, I thank God Ilmo's never heard of anybody called Scratch.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang, Jaakko. We are going hunting. Cult of the Tree. Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult.
Okay, 2 years after Alan Wake, they became a
We're on
thing.
the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
He was already one.
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time. Wrong place. Time to go, Yaku. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Ooh. Okay, interesting. Uh,
That's not right.
Cult ritual failed to destroy Nightingale because the Bookers interrupted it. Cult thinks Wake is responsible for taking, believe killing him will stop this. Cult of the Tree kills Taken to protect Bright Falls and Watery. Purpose of cult ritual was to kill Taken. Okay, so interesting, because where does this fit in?
Oh.
Oh. Cult wasn't working for/with Wake or Scratch, operating on their own. Interesting, okay.
I'm gonna deal with the situation, Ilmo. But the town will need protection until we sort this out. I could use your help.
Right. Right. I'll round up the gang. Whoever's left.
Fuck yeah!
These fucking monsters hurt any more of our people. We'll do my brother proud.
Thank you, Ilmo.
Rest in peace, Yako. What a dude. Ask Estevez about the clipper. Okay. We gotta go back, talk to Estevez about the clicker.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
I can come up with a plan. I always do.
The clicker can fix this. But I can't use it without Wake.
Alright, let's go talk to Grandpa.
Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can
Oh.
use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else.
Oh,
Like
interesting.
getting Wake out of the dark place.
Oh, cool. Bro's voice sounds like a bass guitar, whole ass 808 in his throat.
I I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
Okay.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
Okay, so we probably need to finish Alan Wake's part first.
So the Cult of the Tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
Ha ha, cause we gotta find a reality switcher. So we need to figure out where the hell we can switch our realities again.
You were the better Kluska. Much better than me.
Maybe head down here. God damn. Okay, well that door's fucked.
Anybody seen one I like emotionals about?
Oh, I think if I go to the Elkwood, there's a reality switch moment there.
Merced won't roll over on the issues.
Stormy Hall and Watery. Oh, interesting.
It's empty. There's nothing.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't think
No, not here. Yeah, there we go. Switch our reality back. Where the hell is this shoebox at? Oh, is it? Where the hell is this shoebox? Oh god, that scared me for some reason. Fucking Christ.
I couldn't force it open.
Hey, here's the shoebox.
Alice's photos. I recognize the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. I need to get them to the plaza.
Oh, fuck. That got me good. Alright, get away from me! Oh, that's the door we couldn't open.
Wouldn't budge.
Oh, I know. We go this way. Now we gotta go to the statue and put the photos in there.
I had the photos now. I needed to put them into the shoebox by the statue.
Yeah, baby! Oh, wait. Oh, is it gonna put us back in Saga? It is gonna put us back in Saga! Alright, we just had to go put those little things back.
Well, we better be heading out. Nothing left for us.
Oh, what's this? Oh, another piece of info.
After getting his hands on the FBC files, Ilmo Koskinen knew what he was up against. He masterminded the cult, his and Yako's army, to fight the fucked up horror lurking under the lake, and a plan to keep those feds in their bunker by the lake in the dark. Outsiders would only screw things up. The Koskalas sabotaged the FBC's monitoring station and rigged it to alert them when something was brewing at the lake. One time months later, when the alarm rang, they drove to the lake again, ready for a fight. But this time, they didn't find any monsters. Something else washed ashore. The light switch. They'd read how Wake had stopped Jagger with it in the stolen files. From that point on, whenever the cult caught someone taken over by the Shadow, they cut out the monster's heart, pushed the switch into the hole, and flicked it.
Oh. Oh, that is really wild. Is this guy taking selfies by the FBC monitoring equipment?
Ready to go?
End the game. To travel Colorado, you need to save your game first. Exploring and traveling other areas will be limited if you choose to continue.
No.
Okay.
Still working on it.
Just because
Okay, Anderson.
I don't
Let us know when.
I don't know how long we have for saves. Like how much more since we're getting to the beginning of endgame, because I don't know how much more endgame we have and how many save points are going to be scattered through, and it's getting close to the time I gotta leave.
Get back to the bang bang.